In this video, we're going to show you to install the transmission speed sensor on your Toyota RAV4 located on the top side of the transmission. With your hood open, go ahead and locate your battery. We're going to use a 10mm wrench, loosen the ground terminal nut here. Go ahead and grab that terminal, pull it off, and set it aside. Use your 10mm wrench. Loosen the nut. Go ahead and twist off that terminal. To remove this cover, there's going to be 9 plastic retainer buttons securing this in place. We're going to use our trim tool. In our particular model, you would just press down on the center and then go underneath and pry that up. You're going to continue this process for the other 8 retainers. Once we have those removed, we're going to grab the panel and lift it up and back towards the windshield. That's going to disconnect the front piece here from underneath the grille. And go ahead and set that aside. To disconnect the battery hold-on bracket, there's a 10mm bolt here. Loosen that and remove it. On the other end of that bracket, it's going to be a 10mm nut here. This bolt here is a J bolt, and it goes down behind the battery, and it has a hook on it shaped like a J, securing that in place. So we're going to go ahead and remove that nut, pull that bracket off, that J bolt. And the J bolt, we're going to twist it and pull it out. I'm going to go ahead and throw that nut back on there and set that aside. Go ahead and grab that battery, lift it up and out. Now our transmission speed sensor is located on the top of the transmission. We're going to reach down between the engine, and here is the connector right here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some compressed air. You don't want to remove that sensor before clearing out any debris. Now with all that debris cleared, there's a little pinch tab right here. I'm going to push that in and pull up on that connector. Now if you can't pinch that connector enough, you can use a pair of pliers. Go ahead and gently pinch that and then pull that connector up and off. Now to gain access to that nut down below, we have to move this wire harness right here. So there's a little lock tab holding this bracket right here, or holding the wire harness to the bracket. Now we're going to use our 12mm socket with our swivel and our extension. And once we get that bolt loose, we'll reach down there, pull the bolt out, and that sensor is also sealed using a rubber O-ring. So we'll just have to kind of manipulate that, twist it, and pop it out. And we can reach down, pull that bolt out. Set that bolt aside. Give that sensor some twist, and then we'll go ahead and pull that up and out. Now I want to inspect the hole here, check for any sort of debris or anything corrosion around the aluminum, and ours is really clean. So before we install the sensor here, I did put some transmission fluid on the O-ring itself to help us slide in a little bit easier. And we're going to lower that down inside. And we'll work that back and forth, twisting it, and make sure that it is fully seated into place. So we went ahead and pushed that in. I was going to make sure that our bolt hole lines up. And if you have to, you can use a screwdriver or a pry bar just to gently twist that, because it is a tight fit. Just going to twist that sensor just a tiny bit, get that lined up. Drop that bolt inside. We're going to get started a few threads, and then we're going to come back and tighten that down. Once that bottoms out, we're going to go ahead and snug that down. All right, let's go ahead and torque this to 8 foot-pounds. Now that we have that torqued, we can reinstall the electrical connector. Line up the connector, push it down. You should feel it in here, it snap into place. Now that we have the sensor installed, don't forget to reinstall this harness on the bracket. So just spin that around, line that up, and push it down onto it. Open up that clip, pop that harness in, re-secure that. Install the battery tray. Go ahead and get the battery lined up. Drop that down into place. If your vehicle has the battery mat here or the insulator, go ahead and drop that down now. Finagle that bracket on and over. Go ahead and get that lined up. The J bolt itself drops down in the back, and in the tray itself there's a hole for this to actually hook into, and then we'll feed that through and put that nut on. Make sure your battery is lined up where it needs to be. Install a forward bolt. Now we're going to tighten the front bolt first. Snug that down. Now at this point here, this brace is there to keep the battery from bouncing around. So what we want to do is just kind of, you don't want the battery to move around like that, but you don't want the bracket to be too tight where it crushes the battery. And gently tighten that down. Give that battery a wiggle, make sure it doesn't move around. And at this point here, we can go ahead and start to reinstall our battery terminals. And start with the positive side. Put that down. Good, tighten down that terminal. You don't want to make it super tight. You want to make sure that it's good and snug. Grab that terminal, give it a wiggle, make sure it doesn't twist on that post. If it does, tighten it a little bit more. Install your ground terminal. Push that down. Make sure it's good and snug. Give that terminal a pull. It's nice and tight. We'll install in the upper radiator cover. Want to make sure that these here slide in underneath the lip of the grill when we're installing this. Lower it down into place. Now we can go ahead and install our plastic retaining buttons. We had to source some replacement buttons as ours were brittle and crumbling apart. At that point there, you're all set.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.